Every Saturday night for the past year, I've been going to the Baker Building across from PCC to DJ on this little community radio station called Freeform Portland. Every week, I walk up the street with my bag of records in hand to this unassuming building and meet my co-host Frank, aka Davy Jones, who also has some of his favorite records ready to play. Our show is called Davy Jones' Locker, and we're one of over 100 other shows on this station. The station runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. There's almost always someone in the booth playing music that suits their sensibilities. With that many people, the genres always vary, and our show is no exception. We play everything, and we mean everything. As long as it's awesome and keeps the party going, we'll play it. We'll jump around from James Brown to Yoko Ono to Snoop Dogg to Electric Wizard to Yellow Man, keeping it consistent through our on-air banter. We go wild. There's always a party atmosphere in the station whenever we're there. Officially, it's just me and Frank piloting the ship, but we always bring in more people. Just tonight, we had our friends Miko, aka DJ CJ, Lenny, aka Leper Lemmy, Lucky, aka Captain Look, and Harrison, aka Papa Harry, though he's not pictured since he was the one taking the pictures. With our increasingly busy college lives, it's becoming harder and harder to just find times to hang out and listen to music like we used to. And this radio show is the perfect 2 hours a week to just do that and nothing else. Also afterwards, we like to go downtown to our favorite food cart for some midnight gyros and keep the party going as long as we can after that. I used to spend every Saturday night at home watching TV. Saturday nights have never been this much fun. Freeform Portland is really something special. Everyone has a shot at a show on the station, regardless of experience. All you need is 2 free hours a week and a love of music. I was not expecting to get my show when I applied over a year ago. Even though I've been listening to the radio all my life, and I've had DJ at the top of my career goals for a very long time, I never in a million years thought I'd have the chance to be a DJ myself. I kept finding roadblocks that kept me from pursuing that goal. I didn't have the right connections, or my musical taste isn't cool enough, or I'm not knowledgeable enough on the tech side of things. And this is all bullshit, and I can see that now, but it's really hard to shut that voice up. I'm realizing more and more that everyone has moments like that, no matter how successful they are. And the best thing to do is to not listen and pursue what you want to do with your life anyway. I've put in hundreds of volunteer hours subbing for other people's shows. Even though I'm not getting paid a dime for any of this, I'm just so grateful to have this opportunity at the age I'm at, and I want to take as much advantage of it as possible. Plus, it'll take a while for me to work through my entire record collection. There is a bittersweet aspect to our show, and that's that we used to have a third official co-host. Our friend Maeve, who we used to be in a band with. Last summer we had a falling out and haven't really spoken since. I'm not going to go into the details, but let me just say it was a dumb argument that wouldn't have ended a friendship under normal circumstances. We were just going our separate ways following high school, and it was probably bound to happen anyway. Straw that broke the camel's back, so to speak. It's sad because Maeve introduced me to a lot of my favorite punk albums, took me to some of my first shows, we started our first band together. We've also just been through a lot of big life experiences together. But also, I've seen a lot of negative aspects to our friendship in hindsight, and maybe it's best that we went our separate ways. A lot of my anxiety and second guessing of myself came from that friend group. It's interesting how when you spend a lot of time with someone who always sees the negative, it can rub off on you. Everyone I've met this past year through PCC and working at the radio station have had the complete opposite effect. I find I'm more confident in myself, more accepting of people different than me, and on the whole, just more optimistic than I was in high school. It's sad to see a friendship end, but at the same time, I've found many different communities to be a part of. Working at this radio station has been one of the best things to happen to me in a long time, and I plan to stay with them as long as they keep transmitting that funky music on the airwaves.